It doesn't make much sense to have a business that makes 10 grand a month and then the expenses are 10 grand a month. But today, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I put in my pocket at the end of every month. Hey guys, it's Chris Atkins with the Car Wash Chronicles. Welcome back to my channel. So I've had a lot of questions about what are the expenses, because I've shown a few videos on how much the car wash makes, but basically people want to know what the expenses are. So today I'm going to run through step by step of all the expenses for the month. So that way you guys can get a better understanding of what type of money it makes, you know, what you put in your pocket at the end of every month. And it doesn't make much sense to have a business that makes 10 grand a month and then the expenses are 10 grand a month. But today, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I put in my pocket at the end of every month. So I'm not going to talk about both the car washes. I'm going to talk about the first one I got, the Main Street car wash, which does a lot better than the Bear Valley one. Oh, and just ignore the Thor picture. I mean, It's no relevance to me. It was just there. Okay, so here's a picture of my Main Street car wash. It's been open for 10 months now. I can't believe it. Time is flying. And yes, it's the middle of summer, and yes, it's doing pretty good. As long as it's not too rainy or windy, over 20 miles an hour winds, it's usually pretty busy. But once the rain comes out, you know, obviously people aren't going to wash their car in the rain, although some do. I still haven't figured out why, but some do. But anyway, enough about that. Let me begin with the expenses. All right, so just a little how the business is actually set up. So I'm the business owner, and then I have my landlord who I pay rent to every month for the land. And for this location, the rent every month is $5,000. So obviously that's the biggest and most expensive expense for the month. But without that, I wouldn't have the business. So got no choice but to pay it. So that's $5,000. The second biggest expense for the month would probably be the electricity. That's all the lights around. I like to put a lot of lights all around the top of the building, make the bays super bright. At nighttime, that kind of deters, you know, the homeless hanging around or anyone trying to do anything in dark corners or whatnot. So I try to put the biggest and brightest lights in. And again, the least amount of homeless there is the least amount of people I have to body slam. Oh wait, that was my last joke. But my electricity bill for the Main Street car wash is $795.15. That's what it was for the last month, which was June 2021. And obviously that depends on how busy I am, because electricity comes with the vacuums, it comes with the air dryers, and pretty much whenever someone uses the bay, it uses electricity. So I actually don't mind if that's higher every month, because the higher it is, the busier I am. And I'll take that all day. And there you have it, expense number 2, $795.15. So my third expense is the obvious one. It's a car wash, we use water. My water bill. So with my water bill, it's cycled every 2 months. So 1 month I won't get a bill, the next month I'll get a bill for both months. So for June of 2021, my water bill was $420.05. And again, I want that to be high. I want that to be a lot, because the more it is, the busier I am. And I don't mind, because without water, we don't have a car wash. My fourth expense is the big trash bin. Once a week, it comes and gets picked up by the dump master. And again, the more trash usually there is, the busier I was. So I don't mind if it's a lot of trash. I don't care if my bin is full at the end of the week. It usually means I've had a busy week, so I'll take that. And the trash bin to come and pick it up once a week is $197.60. Now, of course, if I get busier and busier, I'm going to have to get them to pick it up twice a week, and then that will probably double. But for now, I'm managing with a 1 week pickup, so we'll keep going until we suffer in trash. Expense number 5 for my car wash is employee. And yes, I need an employee because, as you guys have probably seen in my other videos, I live 2 hours away from my car washes. And I'm not going to drive 2 hours just to pick up some trash. I'd much rather pay someone who lives out there just to go there, give it a quick sweep every day, keep it nice and clean the way the customers like it. Because let's admit it, the gas prices in California right now are skyrocketing. So it probably cost me about $60 just to drive there and back. So it only makes sense for me to give me that $60 to a worker. And that way I don't have to go out there. Unless there's any major problems, if it's just to pick up trash, there's really no reason for me to go out there. I don't mind picking up trash. I love picking up trash, especially at my own car wash. And believe me, I'd be there every day if I lived 5 minutes away. But unfortunately, I'm in Santa Monica. So my worker out there, he takes care of both my car washes, but if I'm just going to break it down for the Main Street expenses, then it works out to be about $1,200 a month, which to me is totally worth it. Sixth expense for the car washes. Yep, we're on the second hand. I wish it was one hand, but hey, comes with the business, is internet. I have the internet because obviously I have security cameras and I can watch them on my phone. Without the internet or the Wi-Fi out there, I wouldn't be able to do that. So for me, it's way worth paying $80.78 a month so I can watch my security cameras on my telephone. And like I said in the other videos, I watch the video cameras on my phone when I'm in bed at nighttime. Nighttime is obviously when a lot of illegal stuff happens at the car washes. And if I see anything going on, someone trying to break in, someone doing drugs in my base, I'll just call the cops, I'll watch them on my camera show up, take them off my property, and keep my business safe and clean for the customers. So expense number 7. We have insurance. It's a must with any business. Of course, insurance covers if it burns down, if someone slips and tries to sue, insurance covers everything. And I'm not going to own a car wash business without insurance. And of course, that comes at a price to pay, but it's not too bad. The insurance I pay every month is $76.15. So that covers the musts of a car wash. Number 8 expense is maintenance. Now, obviously that varies from car wash to car wash. It varies from week to week and month to month. It really just depends what breaks down. One month you'll have a whole lot of stuff break down, and the next month you might have barely anything. So the expenses are going to vary, but I've kind of averaged it out, and I'm going to go over a couple of the items that we have to buy and replace often. So included in the maintenance is I put the soap. Obviously a car wash needs soap, and that can be costly. I mean, again, the more soap I go through, the better, because that means I've been busier. So I've averaged it out to about $300 a month for soap. And again, I really don't care how much that is. I like to give the customers a lot of soap. Other car washers want to be a little stingier, give them a little bit of soap so they can try and save a couple of bucks every month on soap. But I think the opposite. I want to give them a lot of soap, give the customer a great product because they're going to love it. And they're going to come to mine over the other car wash that gives a little bit of soap, trying to skimp and save a couple of bucks every month. But hey, I'll give them all the soap they want. Take it. Yours. And then as far as all the other equipment that, can get broken, get run over, I'm going to go through a couple of photos and show you exactly what can happen. So the most often one is probably the wand breaking off the gun. As you can see in this photo, it's detached. I think cars drive off and the hose is caught on their mirror and it kind of just rips it apart and the wand breaks off inside of the gun. Yes, it's an easy fix, but it's annoying because when it does happen, then the bay is down. If a customer pulls in and the wand is off the gun, it's pretty much useless. And if they don't see that before they put the money in, then they're going to be an unhappy customer. So those guns, they're about $20 and the wand is about $15. So let's say 35 bucks for the whole gun and wand. And 1 month I might go through 5 or 6 of those at say $35. The next month I might go through 1 or none if it's a good month. So they're not big expenses, they're just little expenses, 30 bucks here, 30 bucks there. Yes, it can add up, but again, you don't have a choice. You have to have the gun and the wand. And as you can see in this little video, the hose has a hole in it. That's just wear and tear, and water is spraying out everywhere. Obviously, customers aren't going to want that. They're going to get a shower included, and they don't necessarily want to shower at the car wash. So we got to replace the hose. Those hoses are anywhere from $15 to $20, depends how long you get them. And again, you might go through 1 or 2 a month, and usually hoses should last 3, 4, 5 months. But it really just depends. So let's be conservative and say we change 2 hoses a month, which I guarantee is a lot more than you actually would. So let's say 40 bucks in hoses. Another thing that can happen is the vacuum nozzles. People take them off for some reason, they break, or they just simply disappear. Or as you can see in this photo, someone cut the whole hose. And of course I got to replace that hose with the nozzle, which is an expense to me. Luckily those nozzles are only $2 each, and the hoses are anywhere from $10 to $15. So again, it might happen once a month, it might happen 10 times a month. But we can factor in probably about $30 for the month to replace hoses and nozzles for the vacuums. And as you can see in this photo with the soap brush, the hose is clearly just worn out, it's got a hole in it, and soap is oozing out the hose, which obviously is no longer usable. Again, it's nothing major, it's just part of the upkeep in a car wash, but it's totally worth it. So for the month, I've put down $300 expenses for maintenance and broken stuff, plus $300 for the soap, so that's $600 under the maintenance. So if we add all of those together, let's run through it together. We have the rent, $5,000, electricity, $795.15, water, $420.05. Got your calculator? Count along. Trash, $197.60. We have employee, $1,200. We have the internet, $80.78. We have insurance, $76.15. And maintenance per month, $600, including soap and broken goods. So if my calculations are correct, we have a total expenses of $8,369.73 for the month. So basically my car wash has to make that much every month to cover everything, because the last thing I want is to pay money out of pocket, put it in the business because it's not covering it, which wouldn't be a successful business and would not last, and I would shut it down. But thanks to me being a good car wash owner and learning the business and being in it for many, many years, I have built up the Main Street car wash to do approximately $17,000 to $18,000 a month. So if you take the income and minus the expenses, that leaves your NOI, your net operating income. And for me, that's about $10,000 a month, give or take, depending on what time of year. Obviously, summertime is a lot more, and wintertime it dips down a lot less. The good thing about making a car wash the best in the area, even wintertime, people like to wash their cars. So even in winter, the revenue is enough to cover the expenses. So I never have to pay out of pocket to keep it. So there you have it, a full list of all my expenses for my Main Street car wash. I'm gonna do another updated one on income and how much it produced. So soon I will show you exactly what it made. And if you find that motivating at all, you can go out and find your own car wash and build it up and start making some money. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because then YouTube pushes it out to everyone, and then everyone can learn about car washes and everyone can go get rich. Because let's be honest, it's a great business. But don't tell everyone. They're few and far between. I still wanna get more. Thanks for watching. Again, Chris Atkins with the Car Wash Chronicles. See you all next time.